Hello everyone, welcome back to Scented Moments channel. I'm Jolima. I hope you're all well, I hope you're all safe. And in this video, I want to do a review of a fragrance from House of Dior, and it's a very well-known fragrance. It is Dior Homme Intense. This one right here. And yes, this is the new bottle, the 2020 bottle. First of all, I never thought that I would be talk about this fragrance in this channel, because although Dior Homme, the original line, was my favorite designer line ever, I never really cared about the Intense version, although it was very praised, very hyped back then. Why? Because the original Dior Homme Intense in the opening was very sweet and very makeup-y to my taste. I love Iris and I love its makeup-y accord, but in Dior Homme Intense it was a bit too much. It was not rounded, it was very harsh. And here I'm so surprised in the best way possible. I'm so surprised. They kept the DNA of the original Dior Homme. As you all know by now, the Dior Homme 2020, which also looks like this, doesn't have anything to do with the original, which I actually have here, the original Dior Homme, and you can see how much I love this fragrance. It was, if I would have like a signature scent, it would be this one, the original Dior Homme. Man, I absolutely love this fragrance. It's perfect. It's gentlemanly, it's sophisticated, but perfect for every day. It's sweet, not overly sweet. It has a cacao feel, slightly makeup-y, woodsy, musky. I love this one. And so as you can see, I don't have the Dior Homme Intense to compare, but as you can see, they clearly are a bit different. So here, it's much more tamed. The edges here are more rough, and it feels bigger, like a bigger bottle. And here in the now new bottle, they tamed down the edges. I think it feels a bit more elegant, although I absolutely hate the cap. I would love that they would maintain here the naming here down in the bottle, Dior Homme. So I would love that they would maintain the lettering here also, because here it feels very cheap. Here, like it is now, feels cheap. It feels like it's a fake bottle even. But well, nonetheless, I'm happy that they maintain the DNA of Dior Homme, because like I was telling you, the 2020 version of Dior Homme has nothing to do with the original. So the new one is a complete trash in my opinion. It's sweet, fresh, woodsy. It feels so synthetic. It feels so unfinished. I mean, doesn't deserve the name Dior Homme. But I'm glad that they still kept the original Dior Homme, although now it's a France exclusive. It's harder to get, but it's still out there. And guys, I'm so happy with this one. I'm so surprised. I tried this fragrance a couple of weeks ago. It's now available in all Portuguese perfume stores. And I'm so happy that they kept the DNA. And it smells fantastic. I was a bit concerned of the path that Dior was going, but I still don't understand why they changed the original Dior Homme, why they redo completely the scent DNA of Dior Homme, but still they kept the DNA of the previous Dior Homme line. So I don't know, I don't understand what's the strategy here. So this, for me, it's in between the original Dior Homme, and also the original formulation of Dior Homme Intense. So it's in between those two fragrances. I think this one feels much more elegant, feels much more sophisticated in my opinion, because I did not enjoy the opening. What I did not enjoy, what I did not like in the original Dior Homme Intense it's fixed in this fragrance, at least for me, of course. And this is fantastic. So right in the opening, you have a very strong iris, but not as makeupy, not as sweet as it once was. And for me, it's perfect. It's still sweet. It still has the makeupy feel. It's very irisy, has the cacao accord. It's woodsy. It also, it's quite musky and quite sensual. So they maintained the scent structure. I think they just tamed the opening, which for me it was what always turned me off in Dior Homme Intense. Now it's perfect. Maybe it doesn't have the same depth as the original Dior Homme Intense. This feels literally like an intense version of the original Dior Homme. This one right here. So it's like I'm saying, this for me feels like a fragrance in between the original Dior Homme and the original Dior Homme Intense. It's perfect. I mean, and especially, it's perfect if you are searching for a scent character like the original Dior Homme, because now it's very hard to get, although I already found some European online discounters that are carrying the original Dior Homme, but it's hard to get. This one, it's much more available out there in your local perfume store. At least, of course, I'm always talking about in Portugal, and I'm sure if you live in Europe, I think this is quite available. So if you're searching for the original Dior Homme, just go with this one. This one is fantastic. And it feels natural. It feels a very well balanced, well blended, natural fragrance. Of course, if you love Dior Homme Intense by its original formulation, for what it was right from the opening, maybe you will be more disappointed with this one. If you did not enjoy, like myself, the opening of Dior Homme Intense, then you will absolutely love this. And because Dior Homme, it's more hard to get, so I think this one is a fantastic alternative, and it feels also very versatile. Although it's an intensified version of Dior Homme, this still feels very versatile. It feels very gentlemanly, very mature, but at the same time playful. I mean, this fits for every occasion, for every season. Performance is no issue whatsoever. I'm so glad that Dior still kept the character, the heritage of the Dior Homme line. I'm very happy they did it, and man, I love this. I absolutely love this. Also, there are a lot of rumors saying that the Dior Homme Parfum, and actually, if you're new to this channel, I'm telling you right now, Dior Homme Parfum is my favorite designer fragrance. I already mentioned a couple of times Dior Homme Parfum. I already did a review like a couple of years ago, when still it wasn't that hyped. And I have, of course, the original 75 ml bottle. This is fantastic. This is a masterpiece for me. It's rich, intoxicating. Wow, it's amazing. But I already heard a lot of times that they kept the same formula of Dior Homme Parfum. So this is now Dior Homme Parfum comes in the 100 ml bottle size, but they kept the formulation. I have yet to try the formulation in the newer bottle, but I already saw a lot of posts, I already saw a lot of videos mentioning and comparing actually between the 75 ml with the new 100 ml, and they all are saying, and they all agree in saying that it feels the same fragrance, it's not reformulated whatsoever. I'm considering to blind buy a 100 ml bottle size just to do a comparison video, because quite honestly it's starting to get very annoying to see a 75 ml bottle size of Dior Homme Parfum for crazy amount of price. So I want to make it clear. I think I will do a fragrance comparison between this and the 100 ml, and I just hope that they will feel the same, they will smell the same, because then I can tell you don't ever buy a 75 ml for a crazy amount of price. But well, that will be for the future. This Dior Homme Intense, I'm so happy with this fragrance, and like I was saying, this still maintains the same scent character of the Dior Homme line. So it starts off with that iris, it's cacao, you have the makeup-y feel, and as it starts to develop, you get more the musk, the ambrette seeds, and then the cedar touch. And the cedar here, the way that they use cedar, it's how they also are using in the 2020 Dior Homme, but here it feels much better than in the now Dior Homme 2020. This one, it's much better than that. Man, I can't stop smelling this. It's fantastic. Because this one is much more available than, well, even the Dior Homme Parfum and Dior Homme, the original formulation. This one is the best surprise of 2020. I'm so surprised in the best way possible. Again, performance, it's not an issue here. Will last you through the entire day. This is an eau de parfum concentration. I bought this for 70 euros. This is the 100 ml bottle size. So I'm very happy. I think this will be one of my favorite discoveries of this year, and definitely the biggest surprise of this year, hands down. And I think I will talk about these fragrances much more in the future. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this review, which was more talking about the Dior Homme line overall. Hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments down below if you already tried the Dior Homme Intense in the new bottle. Tell me what are your thoughts about it, if you prefer the original, the previous formulation of Dior Homme Intense. Tell me everything in the comments down below, guys, and see you in the next video. Take care. Ciao.